Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve and that one over there is Audra. We've been full-time van lifing since July of 2023. We spent 4 months heading out west.
We've been spending most of the winter in Florida, and most of that time has been in South Florida, mooch docking with family, where we've been doing a lot of work. So we're excited about what's coming next. We're getting ready to slowly make our way out of Florida, and coincidentally, our little lady Gray Gillespie Pinkerton is 10 today. It's her birthday, so that's kind of fun. And this weekend we're also doing something a little different. We're going to an event. We've never been to one like this before. It's a Civil War reenactment, so we're looking forward to it, and we hope you come along and join us for the fun, some history, a little bit of a look back in time. Happening in St. Cloud, Florida, just a little bit north of Orlando. There's about a 2-hour drive for us to get here today. We should be getting there shortly in time to make some dinner.
Getting ourselves settled and checking things out. There's supper again. Dinner time.
Here's a birthday girl. What do you think, kitty? You like it here? Are you ready for the reenactment? Huh? Because we've been mooch docking for the last few weeks with family, we're feeling a little rusty when it comes to cooking in the van. It's nice to be here, getting back into the groove again. Let's see, what do we need tonight? Alright.
So if you guys aren't reenactors, they may, I don't know how that'll work out there, but there's a gate into the battlefield, and you'll pay there and get your.
Oh.
I think it's like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't let you into the battle.
Right. Good morning, you guys.
Morning, everybody.
We got ourselves parked and situated last night. Spent some time around the fire. I don't think I said yesterday, we're actually here because my cousin does these reenactments, I think pretty much every year with his family, his father-in-law and kids, and so we came to spend time with them and to check this out because what we hear is that this is the last year they're doing this event. So it's I think like 8:30. We was kind of in bed a little bit longer than normal this morning. They're all out by the fire. We're gonna head out and see them. Morning. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
We're working on getting some breakfast ready. Just to explain a little bit here, there's 2 different camps here at this reenactment. There's the camp where we are, where it's a little bit more modern. It doesn't matter what you have. You can have modern amenities. And then we're going to go check out another side of this area that's the true diehards that actually camp, like, what is it, the 1800s? Is that the time period that we're? 1800s?
When was the Civil War, Audra?
I don't know. I'm horrible with dates. I'm horrible with remembering a lot of details in history. Anyway, so we're going to go check that out a little bit later. They're not allowed to have any modern stuff there, at least outside their tents. So it'll be interesting to see.
Not allowed to have modern technology or equipment, such as big white vans. You must be a Southern kitty. You're dressed in gray. You know you guys lost the war though, right?
Thanks. You too. Fun to have. I like your shoes.
Every year there's a tea for the ladies. We weren't prepared with costumes to participate in some of the events, but it was fun to see those who were participating.
But it's usually verbally that affects the left.
All right, well, we had our breakfast. Checked out, they had a little morning tea. It was kind of fun to see everyone dressed up in their Civil War garb. Now, we're gonna go stake out our spot for the actual battle.
So this is very fascinating, and everyone here loves to talk about what they're doing, so this is really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Everyone wants to tell you what they're up to and what it was like back then. Gives you just a tiny glimpse of what life was like.
Yeah, can't even imagine.
Yeah.
They're all trying to recruit us to be reenactors. Should we get out in the field today? I
With
don't
my Superman shirt, I blend right in.
We're going to quit that back and forth stuff. We're going to push them. And that way, when we push them, we're going to try to get them up here, and then you can hit them on the flank coming up.
I think we got a spy behind you. I'm not sure, but...
Are you plotting the overthrow of the world?
Yes, we are. For at least an hour.
And it starts right here.
Well, there are 4 men that operate the gun and a gunner. Sergeant here is a gunner, and he is the one that gives the command and runs the piece. Now we're going to shoot a blank charge. This charge is about a half a pound. The cannon in actual duty would have fired 1.25 pounds. So what you hear is very much reduced. Likewise, it has no projectile in front of it, so nothing comes out except fire for a few feet.
The reenactors started to arrive for the battle.
Fire!
Off left. Mark. Give the hill, Johnny Rib.
The Civil War lasted over 4 years, from 1861 to 1865. It was fought from southern Pennsylvania to Texas, from New Mexico to the Florida coast, with approximately 150 battles taking place, resulting in a country ravaged by war. More than 3 million men fought in the war. The majority of civilians who fought were farmers. More than 620 men died in the Civil War, more than any other war in American history. Some even estimate that the number of deaths could be closer to 850,000. There were over 1 million casualties in the Civil War. Over 200,000 were killed in battle. Almost 400,000 died from starvation or disease. Over 450,000 were wounded in action, and over 50,000 died in prison. After 4 years of conflict, the major Confederate armies surrendered in April of 1865. The war bankrupted much of the South, left its roads, farms, and factories in ruins, and all but wiped out an entire generation of men. The Southern states were occupied by Union soldiers, rebuilt, and gradually readmitted to the United States over the course of 20 difficult years known as the Reconstruction era. The Battle of Enlisted was the only major Civil War battle fought in Florida. The battle at Narcoosee Mill, the event here today, was not a real battle, but for the last 30 years, reenactors have participated to give a taste of what it would have been like for those involved and impacted by the Civil War.
So there's a break in the action, so we're going to go walk around the park and see what this has to offer.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. I have been wanting to see sandhill crane colts for so long, and here some finally are. I am so excited. This has been on my list of things I want to see for so long. Colts. Sandhill crane colts. And look how adorable they are. Look at these guys. They've been jumping around and flapping their wings. I'm not sure if they'll do it anymore now that I'm here. There he goes.
Washing dishes by flashlight. How romantic.
So why are we washing dishes by flashlight?
Our house battery, EcoFlow Delta 2, is running a bit low, so we are running the van and using our inverter to charge it. Beef it up a few points before we go to bed so we can make it through the night.
Why is it running low?
Because we didn't have enough solar to charge it up throughout the day.
It's not often we stay in one spot for a couple days. It's been kind of nice to be here. We got here Friday night. It's now Sunday afternoon. We're going to be leaving soon. It's been nice hanging out here. It's been really nice because we've been with family, and then this reenactment has been really cool. Right now, my cousin's kids are all getting ready for a battle, day 2 of the battle. It's kind of fun seeing them get all dressed up, and the kids, especially the younger kids, that's fun. So we're making a little bit of lunch before we get back on the road. So this little girl has really liked being here. She's gone out both nights, wasn't afraid of the noise at all. She did great when there was a battle going on. What are you doing? Are you a good man, kitty? Huh? Are you a good man, kitty? Making lunch in the van, and Steve's catching up on some basketball.
March Madness.
We've got some kale and quinoa with some goat cheese here. Mmm. Healthy and tasty. You gonna shoot your gun for me? So what's your favorite thing about the reenactment?
Probably you get to camp and you can watch in the ball.
Did you like dancing at the ball last night?
Yeah, it was fun.
You're a pretty good dancer.
What are you doing? I'm gonna have the sword. No, I got the bag on me because I can chop it.
What are you doing with
What are
that
you
hat
looking at,
there?
Ashton? Oh, I got a picture of my sweetheart.
You got it. Getting ready in the camp.
Who's ever ready?
Just remember, don't leave it on half time.
That's what we're gonna call ourselves when we walk up there. The Hardys.
You're the suspenders are the same.
Are you going to send us pictures?
Sure. Well, it's time to get packed up. We're getting ready to leave. We have things a little bit sprawled out everywhere because we've been here for a few days. We got our seat swiveled and we have some stuff up in the front seat just to get it out of our way back here. So now we got to put everything back where it came from. That was a really neat weekend. It was so nice to be able to spend time with some of our family and just to get this unique experience. I don't think I said before, but this event is actually called the Battle of Narcoosee Mill, and it's not an actual battle that took place during the Civil War. It's more intended just to give you a feel for what it would have been like during that time. So it's kind of neat, and I don't know, there's just a lot of cool stuff to see, and I wanted to just thank my cousin for inviting us to come for this.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jason, for inviting us. It was nice to spend time with you and your family and meeting your friends. Yeah, the whole thing was very, very interesting. Still kind of processing it all. Very educational. We loved walking through the tent, the camp area that was designated for kind of authenticity. So it really kind of gives you a taste of what it was like back in that era.
I think what's neat about this kind of an event is that the reenactors really are trying to give you a taste of what it would have been like back then, to help you imagine. And I think as well as they do, I just still can't fathom what it would be like to go through a war like that, to live in an area that was war-torn. It just kind of blows my mind to think about. And also hearing some of the stats, they were really good at trying to educate during the whole event.
Yeah, they were really good about trying to educate. I think there was well over 600,000 casualties throughout the war, and that's the part that I'm kind of struggling with, maybe a little bit, with this whole reenactment business, is it almost sugarcoats that a little bit, because there's obviously play acting going on. So it's really light on probably the carnage and the confusion that was going on during that time. So interesting, educational on the one hand, and then on the other hand, I wrestle with the reality of what it was like during that war, or frankly any war.
We definitely appreciate that there's people like the people that were here this weekend that work so hard to keep history alive for other people. There's so many different events that you can go to, like Renaissance fairs and things like that. So it was really neat. I would say that my favorite parts of the weekend, it was fun seeing the kids dressing up. And then I loved the barn dance and seeing all the different dances that the lady was calling and seeing everybody participate, especially the little kids. It was just all so fun. And then it was also really neat, just as we walked through the camp, how many people were willing to share about just what they do, the process and everything, and getting a good look at everything they've set up. So it was a really great time.
All right, so that's where we're going to wrap things up for this video. Thanks as always for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like button, and we love hearing from you, so drop us a comment below.
Special thanks to our patrons who support our channel, and for those of you who are sticking around and following our adventures, we really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
See you.
Bye, guys.
We have been spending full-time van life, blah, blah, blah.
At a kind of neat event, we think. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be...
No, it is a civil. It's not gonna be. It is a civil war.
Coincidentally, today is also a very special day. Our little lady gray
Little lady, I didn't.
If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe.
Yeah, that's a sub. Yeah.
You think the Confederates ever thought about unionizing?
I get it.